What's going on, guys? It's Blue Balls. Blue Balls.
Blue Balls!
Blue Balls.
Blue Balls!
And we're back. So this video is going to be another, obviously another chop up, kind of having fun with it. We'll see where it goes. But this one's going to be about another ball python that I have from the same person that I got Zazu from. Now I still consider him somewhat of a foster animal, only because I got him from her, but there was no communication as to whether she was going to give him to me or whether I was just holding him and another one that I have for the meanwhile. It's been a while, so I'm leaning more towards, well, he's mine now. But the good part of me wants to say, hey, if she does come back to pick him up, and in all honesty, if there is one that she would come back to pick up, it'd be him. He's kind of like her favorite, and because of the situation that happened, it seemed like she may have been more attached to him than anything else. But we haven't talked in a while, so the chances are slowly becoming slimmer and slimmer, and I'm not even really sure that's going to be a possibility. Regardless, I take care of him and another one just like they're my own. I've been feeding them really good. I got them when they were really small, and they've grown a lot. He's probably the most passive out of all of them that I have. His curiosity is really high. When I go handle him, he's amazing. If I were to keep him for a very long time, he would definitely be my ambassador animal. I think he's beautiful, and even though he's a common morph, he's a staple in any hobbyist's collection. You can make so many different combos with him. Plus, he looks really cool, and he's such a really cool animal. Why wouldn't I want to keep him? You know what I mean? So if she doesn't come back to pick him up one day, he's still mine. Doesn't matter. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, so here on the third floor, we're here visiting a friend. Third floor, I mean on my rack. 1, 2, third floor. This is my friend that I was talking about. We're gonna come visit him in a little bit. He's looking really cool. I think he's in shed, so I'm not gonna handle him too much, but I'll give you guys a peek. All right, so this is the homie. This right here, he's actually in shed right now. This is my boy Ace.
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 What do you think about Ace?
Ace, he's very sweet. Doesn't bite. He's actually a pretty cool snake. Yeah.
Ace is a pastel ball python. He's amazing. Look how curious he is. No problem. Put my hand in front of his face, and he doesn't have an issue. He knows what's going on. Just saying hello. A little head shy like they all are. But as you can see, he has no issue being handled. Right, buddy? As you can see, his eyes are kind of milky right now. See if it'll... No? Okay. But yeah, man, I think he's amazing looking. The pastels are so beautiful. He's a little muddy right now, like I said, because he is in shed. But he's a big boy.
He's 700 grams.
He's a little bit over 700 grams. I will show you the numbers in a second of when I got him. I actually got him when he was small. He was probably about 250 grams when I got him. Had him since end of May. But yeah, this is Ace. He has no problem being handled at all. I I can come at him any time of day, and the only time I will actually pick him up is if he's curious enough to come out and to try to get out of his tub. But he's great. He's amazing being handled, and I wouldn't have taken him out if he wasn't curious enough to try to look at it. But yeah, this is what I have him in right now. It's his tub. He doesn't really like a hide. Every time I put a hide in there, he always pushes it out the way or he lays behind it. But he really doesn't care for it. He did have a truck at one point, I guess like a Bronco truck, but it was a hide. Like when he was smaller, he used to fit in there. But as he got older, I noticed it was harder and harder to get him out of it. And I thought it would be dangerous at one point because I didn't want him to get stuck. But yeah, like I said, this is the one boy, well, so far, that I would say, if anything, would be an ambassador animal. This guy's amazing. It doesn't matter who comes at him. He's hey buddy. Yeah, he's really calm. He's just inquisitive, just trying to figure out what's really going on. I got you on camera, buddy. You can't control the camera. Here's the numbers. I actually got him May 29th is when she dropped him off to me. He was 275 grams, and I usually take his weight every 2 weeks, but depending on when I take his weight and whether he's digested his food or not, his weight goes up and down a little bit. But as you can see, he has grown so much since I got him. Originally, when he was given to me, when he was brought to me, he originally had a tank. He was in a 10-gallon tank, and he had a stone in there, and I think it was like marble or granite or something, and a truck and some foliage. I still have it, but I moved him into a tub when I realized he's gonna stay with me for a while. So I'm gonna get him comfortable. Every time I would put him in with my big girl, which I'll do a video on later, but I've been trying to breed him and her together. And every time I put him in the tub, when I put him back in his glass tank, he was moving around cruising for 2-3 days straight before he even got settled in. And I think he just didn't like the glass tank anymore. Once he realized that he can have belly heat and he was in a nice, dark, comfortable place, the glass tank just wasn't doing it for him anymore. So I moved him into his own tub, and I added 2 levels to my rack so that I can put him and another ball python. Actually, the unboxing video that I did, that guy was in quarantine for about a month, and then he graduated because he was eating. Anyway, I'll do a video on him later. But yeah, so I added the extra levels on there so that I can put this guy in and the other guy in. Now, like I said, I think he's a little over a year old, but I really don't know. From what I know, he was being maintenance fed. She was feeding him like maybe once a month, either a mouse or a really tiny small rat. And he wasn't growing as much as he should have been. But she was keeping him. She wasn't really trying to breed him, so she wasn't trying to bring him up to size. But as you can see, in the little bit of time that I have, he's gone up 500 grams since May, since the end of May. So let's say since June. But he's amazing. He's absolutely one of my favorites. He looks really cool. Right now, like I said, he's going into shed, so he's a little muddy. You can see he's got pink belly, and this is a little bit ghostly. And The colors on his back actually are a lot darker than normal, but that's only because he is getting ready to shed. He's been in blue for about a week, so I'm expecting him to shed within the next, let's say, 2 to 3 days, because this is the second time I see his eyes milked out. But yeah, that's my boy Ace. He's a great animal, and hopefully I can use him to create some really cool things in the future. But also, I'm glad I'm giving him a better life. I'm not going to go into the circumstance, but he's definitely doing a lot better here. And I'm glad I'm able to do that for him and the other ones that I have. That's really the main thing, isn't it? Making sure they have the best quality of life that you can give them. These animals are amazing and they're beautiful, and I don't see a reason why, whether he's a foster or whether he's somebody else's that I'm just holding for a meanwhile, why I should treat him any different. He's amazing. It's my boy Ace. That was Ace, and I didn't want to keep him out too long because, like I said, he was in shed. But he's great. He doesn't stress out over being handled very much, and even though he is in shed, you saw he was plenty curious. He was even, I usually have him chilling around my neck around the house. My kids play with him. He's just an all-around great guy. He hasn't missed a feeding unless I choose, either because I fed him too close together, but I usually do every 2 weeks. He'll get a really good sized meal in him. He usually digests it in a week. Right now what I'm doing is I'm alternating. So 1 week he'll eat a good sized meal. I'll give him a week. He'll digest, and I'll put him in with my big girl. Hopefully they make some really cool babies, but we'll see. I'm working with, she'll probably be one of the last videos that I do when it comes to introductions, only because she's the biggest one and she's the oldest one, and by then she might actually be gravid, hopefully, if that works out. But I don't know, we'll see. I don't know what order I'm going to be doing things in. All I do know is Ace is a great animal. Anybody that's come in contact with him, he's been amazing too. All ball pythons are kind of head shy, but even that, he doesn't do that unless he's trying to go in a different direction. Then you're trying to lead him, and then he'll back up and then move over. He's a beast. Just like Zazu, he'll strike at anything. Frozen thawed, live, pre-killed, ASFs, rats, mice. He does it all. He's such a great feeder. He's really just an all-around great animal to have, and I'm glad to have him in my collection, no matter what happens. Yeah, that's us. I should be doing a few more videos at least for introductions. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have been awesome. Thanks, guys.
HOLLA!